Hello, everybody. This is Stellarum back for another episode of FTB Infinity. So, today's episode, let's just switch back into our regular view here. I'll get my armor back on, always important. Okay, today's episode, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So far, this is my power setup. I've got a couple of survivalist generators. They only generate like about 4 RF a tick, so they're very minor. This does generate a little bit more. I think I can get up to 40 RF a tick or 80 RF a tick max power, but I do got to keep feeding it coal. So what I was planning on doing was getting something a little bit better, something that I don't have to actually feed anything into it. It will just automatically generate power. And what that thing is a water wheel from Immersive Engineering. Now, I am an engineer in real life, so that's why, of course, I want to get into immersive engineering. So one of the first things I'm going to want to get is an engineer's hammer. Engineer's hammer? Yeah, it's an engineer's hammer, so that's what this is. It's just a little bit of iron, some string, and a couple of sticks. So I got that. I made myself an engineer's manual, which is just a book and a lever. And I also need to make myself a coke oven. Now, this is the coke oven from Immersive Engineering that I'm going to be making, but I think you can make I think there's coke ovens from other mods that you can use. So I've decided to put it down kind of in the basement here. So the rest of my base is going up there. This is going to be my Immersive Engineering room. I do have some holes to clean up and different stuff like that. But for now, I'm just going to make the coke oven down here, and that should be good. So if we go ahead, all we need is a 3x3 block structure. And we can just go ahead and make this thing right here. Just like so. And now I can go ahead and hit that and it becomes the coke oven. Now I just need to put some coal in here and it will automatically fill up as this stuff gets burned. It burns the coal into creosote, and that creosote is what turns your wood into treated wood, which is what we're going to need. So let's go upstairs. While that's cooking up, let's go upstairs, and we can figure out exactly what we need. You can find it all in the engineer's manual here. So it tells you how to build the coke oven. That's in this section here. That's what gives you creosote oil, etc. It tells you how to make treated wood, which is any kind of wood around like a bucket of creosote or a creosote cell, or whatever you want. And then from there, you're going to want to go to power generation. So the first thing we're going to need is a kinematic dynamo. So we're going to need some copper wire. And then we're also going to need a wirewood, which is a bunch of treated wood. So this we're going to have to wait for that coal to cook up, but in the meantime we can make the kinematic dynamo. So how do we make that? Kinematic dynamo, let's look it up in NEI. We need one of these, which is just a bunch of copper wire. So that's sticks and copper. So I think that was 2 of those, and that should be enough. And then this one is just something like that. And now we can make this. Great. Okay, so now that we have the kinematic dynamo, this is what we need. This is what will transfer energy from the water wheel into our system, into our power. So this will convert the circular motion of the water wheel, or the spinning of the water wheel from the water that we're going to place in the world. It converts it into RF energy for us. And then from there, we'll be able to use some neat tricks to start moving it around and towards our base and that sort of stuff. And I'll probably end up making this whole system. Let's head up here. I'll probably end up making this system kind of along the back wall there, or maybe even that wall over here. So let me go ahead and get a few more things for power transfer. And then I'll be able to come back and we'll make the water wheel together. I'll place it in the world and I'll have a nice continuous source for my energy needs, and I'll have some power coming in directly here and all that sort of neat stuff. So just let me go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, bye. All right, everybody. So if we look here, we've got one more bucket of creosote oil. I've been doing a bit of this off camera, and I can go ahead and make some more treated wood. I've already made a whole bunch of it, and I'll bring it upstairs with me here, and we'll go and see what we can do with this stuff. So I've opened this little entrance up again. I should get a faster way of moving up and down, but for now that's all right. So what I can do is make these water wheel segments. So if I make 12 of these, just like so, I'll be able to put them in a position like that, and then 3 in the middle, and I can make 3 water wheels. Awesome. So now I have 3 water wheels. Now I've got to go out into the world and find how to place them down. Let's figure out where we're going to place these. I'm kind of thinking, how exactly I want to place them. I think I want to have them over on this side, and maybe right in behind this wall here. So right in behind this. So let me get out this, and I'll start clearing a bit of space here. I might even need this actually, so I'll do this and even get out my hammer, and I'll start clearing this away. There, and we'll close that up. Okay, so now the water, or the energy, is going to be coming out of this. This is the generator, basically. So this water wheel is spinning because of the water coming around this way and flowing all the way out and around. So that is fantastic. What we need now is a way to take this energy and bring it back to our base. And luckily for us, we do have some immersive engineering stuff that we can do. So let's go ahead, and we're going to put down a connector block, and then we're going to want to place another connector block kind of over here somewhere. Okay, so we're going to want to get some stuff here. Let's just go make, let's head back into our base. It's nighttime anyways. Make some stuff that will hold those wires for us. So let's just go down here, and we'll do that really quick. So first off, we're going to need a bit more creosote. Actually, I think I got to make sure I got multiple blocks of water up at the top there, but that should be okay. Okay, so let's make a little bit more treated wood here. If we make that, and now if we go into NEI, look up Immersive Engineering like this, you can see there's all kinds of blocks. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's a really neat mod pack, and there is some really cool stuff. In particular, we can look for wooden posts. I believe this is what we want. So we just need some treated wood fence with this, which is just a bunch of sticks, and some stone brick. So I think I have some stone brick up in the AE system, so let's go check that out. Really quick, we can jump in here. Yeah, so we have lots of this stuff. So we can just put some of this in here. And let's get some sticks first. And now if we do, well, we need to make the fence posts first. So let's go ahead and make the fence posts, just like that. And now we can take those and create some wooden posts. So these are a really nice feature. You can string along your connectors on these fence posts. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 of these. So if I make a bunch more sticks, I don't think I'll quite be able to make 2, but I'll make 2 fence posts. Not quite enough to make more than that, but that's all right. I think 2 should be all right. We should have enough with just the 2. So I'm gonna head outside and we'll start stringing up our power supply and get it inside the base. Okay, so what we're gonna want to do is set up our fence posts so that we can actually string the power over. I think this is gonna be far enough, but we'll see if it is or not. Okay, so now all we need to do is configure it to accept power from the top, just like that, and we should be generating power. I could take the coal out of here. There's none in there, none in there, and it should be generating power just straight from the water mill right at the top. We head out here. It all looks connected. I think it's good. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of touching up to do, but I'll probably do that off camera. And I kind of like having these wires that look kind of cool. I probably don't want it coming right down the roof of my building. I might want it kind of underneath at some point, but we'll figure out a way to do that as we expand this base. But for now, let's see if we can't... Okay, so it's not seeming... Oh, I know what's wrong. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I had it configured right before. Okay, so now it's taking the energy, the 90 RF a tick from our water generator, and it's pumping it into this energy cell. And this energy cell is just providing all the power for all these machines and our AE system and everything. So that is working fantastic. Awesome. It seems to be keeping up with the energy demands, and I can even create an energy conduit, or not energy conduit, energy monitor, I believe. Let's look that up. Energy monitor. Or power monitor, that's what it is. Yeah. So if I look up a power monitor, so we need the chassis, which we need a basic capacitor first. So we have all the stuff for that. We can get that. Do we have the rest of the stuff? We do, so we can just grab the chassis. And look at that, we can get our power monitor. Now this is a really nice block from Ender.io. It's one of the reasons why I want to have Ender.io running throughout my base, because I can just place this down here and I can click on that and it'll show me what the average output is, what my machine buffers, how much is stored in capacitor banks, and all that sort of stuff, how much in the conduits. The average output over 5 seconds, 100 RF a tick. So it seems like it's pulling out more, mostly because it's charging up this buffer. Once this buffer comes up, then I'll see exactly what my base output is, and then I'll be able to start making some changes based on how much energy I'm using in the base. And that will change as I start doing more and more stuff with AE. I start hooking up my storage, I make bigger, more ME controllers for my plans here, and all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm planning on doing a lot of stuff with AE, and then that's going to mean I'm going to need a lot of immersive engineering power to be able to supply all of that energy use. So I am actually planning on having multiple water generators over in this section over here. So really this water generator isn't kind of the end of it. I'm going to have one there, and I'm just going to kind of keep staggering them along this this little river, sort of. So this is just the beginning of our immersive engineering water generation needs and our projects. So I hope you guys join me next time. I might do a little bit of that off camera, and we'll see how it's going, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at that, see if this is stabilized. Yep, so we're getting 20 RF a tick. So right now we're losing a little bit of power. Yeah, we're only using 20 RF a tick, which isn't too bad. But when this thing runs out of energy here, it kind of stinks. Like it's not really all that great for that. So that is pretty much it. So for now, I'm gonna say see you guys later, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay.